Hey everybody, it's Darren from Fishing Small Waters, and there's a really strange phenomenon going on in Pennsylvania right now. I don't really know what it is, but it's kind of, the sun is shining. There's no clouds. It's not raining. Pretty crazy. I don't understand it. It's been a couple weeks since this has happened. Literally, it's been about a two week stretch since we've had any sunshine. But I'm gonna try. Actually, it's supposed to be up in the 70s, upper 60s and 70s. So the water's going to be warming up. Like we've been just going through this cycle, like up and down, up and down. It's like warm out, the water warms up, and then it gets colder, and then it drops down into the 50s, low 50s, even down into the 40s, and then it goes back up. So when the fish start biting, it doesn't take long, maybe, I don't know, a couple of days, and then it drops back down. The water temperatures, or the air temperatures are going down into the 30s, below like freezing at night. It's been really crazy and very frustrating. I don't know how that affects the spawn. I don't even know what's happening with the spawn right now. So that's what I'm going to try and figure out. I've stepped it up a little bit. I'm fishing with my medium heavy rod now, and I'm using I'm going to try today, I'm going to try some larger jigs with some trailers, getting away from the finesse fishing a little bit, or at least I hope so. I hope I don't have to go back to the finesse fishing. I want to try to catch some larger bass. I'm going to try some swim baits. That's something that I really don't use very often at all because I've never had any luck with it, because I've never really given it a chance. You know, swim baits, that was never my thing. So that's kind of like on my agenda for this year, to learn how to use swim baits. So I'm going to start off with some of that stuff today. I might even try some skipping, see if I can do this. I don't know if I'm any good at skipping. Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of work to do in the skipping area, so maybe I'll try some skipping today too. But I don't know, let's give it a shot. I'm just very excited that the weather's starting to clear up a little bit and we actually have some decent weather. I'm using a 1/4 ounce jig head with a Christie crawl. It's one of my favorite trailers. Usually have pretty good luck with it. I use curly tail grubs quite a bit, but I'm trying to get away from that a little bit. Not that I don't want to use them, I just like to try different things. This is kind of like a little pond, a tiny pond that's right off of our main lake, and it gets hit by a lot of fishermen. Just like I call them picnic table fishermen. They just like to come down here and just sort of hang out. Okay, here I am at spot number 2. It's a nice spot, and the car's pulling in already. This spot might be ruined, but I'm going to try to catch a few fish here. It's actually a really good spot. Well, I've moved on to spot number 3. Still looking for some bait fish. This is a sunny spot. Lots of water's warming up. There's lots of sunlight hitting this spot right here. Wind's blowing in this direction slightly, so maybe this is going to be a little better, but I still don't see any bait fish. Let's see what happens. The fish are in there. I can see them chasing around the smaller bait fish. They're schooling right in front of me. They're chasing my bait. They're chasing my jig. I might have to go down to some finesse. Oh, look at all those bass in there. I actually think this braided line is hurting me. There they go. Ooh, did you see that? And they saw my line and just shot off the opposite direction. I think I might have to, yeah, this braided line just is not helping any. I just switched up to full finesse, going to my old standby small little jig with my salt and pepper curly tail grub, 8-pound line, medium light rod. That grub might even be too much. If I take that grub off, I might even do better. Maybe I could hook some. Got one. It took a while. Finally got one. It's a little one. It's from Iowa.
It's just a little one, but it's a good one. I'll take any of them. Stay there. Do not do that. There you go. Just catching these little dinks. I mean, little dinks are better than nothing, but it's just a little one. Just a little one. There you go. Go back in there. Well, that's what it took, was it to drop down to the Finesse. Not as much fun when you're catching little dinks like that, but at least I caught something. See if I can catch another. And there are some big ones in there swimming around. Okay, I got a fish trailing my lure. Is it going to take it? Yep. Let it go. Dang it. And it's pulling that trailer right off of there. See that? Pulling that trailer. I think that my jig head's about had it. I think I'm going to take this trailer off. And see if that makes a difference. Sure makes a difference in my casting, that's for sure. Clear water, blue skies. You gotta look as natural as possible. And the fish are going after my lure again. Here they come. Like swarming in on it. Who's gonna take it? They're fighting over it, I can feel it. Go ahead, go ahead. Getting a bite. He wanted to take it. Nah, that was a bad cast. Getting a bite. Got him. Got him. A little better than the last one. A little better than the last one. Come on. Come on, Debo. Come on. There you go. Jesus, fishing rods falling all over the place. Jeez, I'm so unorganized this morning. Get out of there. Get out of there. Good. Just another little one. Just another little one. If But after 2 weeks of not really catching any fish, I'll take these little ones. There you go, buddy. You go off. Oh, shit. So what I'm going to do, before I go to a different spot, I'm going to practice some skipping. I'm going to create all kinds of chaos. That wasn't a skip. That was a smashing your lure off the side of the bridge. Even though it looked like I knew what I was doing. To the amateur, they might have said, "Woo, look at that guy." But you guys know better. That was kind of a half-assed, I don't know what I'm doing, kind of a skip. Just don't get a backlash. That was a little bit of a skip. No, nowhere near the bottom of that bridge. Trick is to go hard on it, but I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, because if I get a bad backlash, my morning's over.